players, y'all come on up. It's great to see all of you here tonight. I know it's been a long night, so I'm going to keep it short. I told each guy that they only had about 10 minutes to speak apiece, so we'll try to keep it quick. Thank you. It's great to see all of you here. I'm kind of like Sandra in the fact that I'm ready to get going with a new season. It's football time is in the air, and it's time to play football, and I'm very excited about this upcoming year. But before we start talking about this upcoming year, I would like to hit a couple of highlights off of this past year. A couple of things that very proud of this team's accomplishments, both on the field and off the field. You know, this past season, Chris mentioned, we won 10 Division I football games for the first time in school history. That's against all Division I competition. There weren't any D2 teams on there, anything of that nature. They won 10 games against Division I competition. In those games were a 35-point victory in Hammond over Southeastern Louisiana, a ranked football team at the time, a 35-0 shutout over a ranked McNeese State football team, their worst home loss since 1978, won by 35 there, a 20-point victory over SFA in Nacogdoches. So those were some big victories. Not to mention a very, very big victory right down the road in Jonesboro over the Sun Belt Conference champions, Arkansas State. So, you know, these guys accomplished a lot on the field, and very, very proud of their accomplishments on the field, as well as, you know, going to the second round of the FCS playoffs and beating an Illinois State football team in the second round. But, you know, what I'm most proud of is the fact that, you know, in Southland Conference has 11 football playing teams, and, you know, there's 25 spots on your academic all-conference team. You have 11 on offense, 11 on defense for 22, and then they have 3 specialists. We had 5 players, which was 1/5, which was by far the most of any school in the conference. 5 players named academic all-conference. So very, very proud of their accomplishments on the field or in the classroom as well. So these guys, as exciting as last year was, very, very excited about this upcoming year. We brought our seniors up. You know, our team is led by our seniors. You know, this is a group that you know, a lot of these guys were our group whenever we first got here. They were the freshmen whenever we first got here, mixed in with a few guys that were our first signing class. So this group has been with us for a while. A lot of this group, you know, Coach Gum and Coach Kewen pick at me for talking about those guys that have their degrees in their back pocket. Quite a few of these guys already have their degrees in their back pocket and are well on their way towards earning their master's degree. What I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce these guys and tell you where they're from. First, Cade Camp, starting offensive tackle from Allen, Texas. Cade, give him a wave. Cade has already graduated. Cade will begin work on his MBA. So he is an outstanding football player and also a great student in the classroom. Chris Chambers, 2-year starter, will be a 3-year starter at outside linebacker. Chris Chambers. Jarvis Cooper from West Memphis, Arkansas. Running back Jarvis Cooper, transfer from University of Memphis. Transfer from Arkansas State, and a Conway native, Brandon Cox, senior wide receiver. Chandler Dexter, a transfer from FAU, from Iuka, Mississippi, tight end Chandler Dexter. Young man that is from right down the road in Morrilton, Mississippi. He graduated with his undergrad degree a year ago. Gilberto, how many hours you need to finish your MBA? He needs 9 hours and he'll finish his MBA. He is an all-conference offensive lineman for us from Morrilton, Gilberto Garcia. Let's see, a defensive back from Little Rock, Arkansas, plays corner for us. He's already got his degree in his back pocket, Tavion Garrison. Congratulations to Tavion. He graduated about 2 months ago. Wide receiver from Fort Worth, Texas, Roman Gordon. He'll be graduating this fall. James Graves from Bassville, Mississippi. James is a transfer, was a Phi Theta Kappa, which means he had between a 3.5 and a 4.0. Actually, he had right at a 3.9 whenever we got him from Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. He was introduced earlier today by Scott Brzee as a member of our Chi Alpha for outstanding academic achievement, starting inside linebacker, James Graves from Bassville, Mississippi. Jalen Lofton, preseason all-conference corner from Forest, Mississippi. Stockton Mallett, preseason All-American offensive lineman from Harrison, Arkansas. Hate it for Stockton, but Stockton had an injury earlier in camp, and that's slowing him down right now, but he'll be graduating this Christmas with his degree. Very proud of his efforts. From Biloxi, Mississippi, starting deep snapper, Austin McIntosh. From South Haven, Mississippi, will be graduating this Christmas. Jose, how many hours you need to graduate? He needs 4 hours. He'll be picking his degree up at Christmas. Wide receiver from South Haven, Mississippi, Jose Moore. Very proud of him. Preseason all-conference strong safety from Millington, Tennessee. He'll be graduating at Christmas. George, how many hours you need? All he's got to do is his internship this fall during football season, and he's graduating. Congratulations, George. From Flowood, Mississippi, our starting center, also an outstanding student, Michael Parton. Patrick Ponder, our starting punter, preseason all-conference from Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Patrick was introduced earlier as a member of Chi Alpha for outstanding academic achievement. Preseason all-conference, Patrick Ponder. Trey Smith, where you at, Trey? Right here. Trey was named 2 years ago. Trey was named after his freshman year. Trey was named a preseason All-American. After his sophomore year, he was all-conference. After his junior year, he was all-conference. This season, he's a preseason All-American candidate. Outstanding football player for us, Trey Smith. Big Bubba. Where's Bubba? From North Little Rock, Arkansas, by way of Coffeyville Community College. He took a little detour. Our starting nose guard, we call him Bubba, Javian Williams. And offensive tackle, he's played offensive center, he's played tackle, he's played guard. A young man that does an outstanding job on the field, but also in the classroom, Connor Wood. All right. I missed somebody. Who'd I miss? All right, there's a young man that threw for 3,000 yards last year. One of only 7 guys in the country to throw for 3,000 yards last year. He was an all-conference player last year as a junior. This year he's a preseason all-conference player. He's been a leader for us for a lot of years. Outstanding football player, an outstanding young man. He also graduates. Hayden, how many hours do you need? He needs 1 class, needs 3 hours, so he'll be able to watch a lot of film during the season, and also we're very proud of his accomplishments on the field, but also what these guys do in the classroom. Hayden Hildebrand from Shreveport, Louisiana. We are, this group. You see they've got a lot of life up here. And that's, this group is a group that they like each other. They get along well together. They compete hard against each other, but they love each other, and they play very, very hard for each other. One of the things, and I'm trying not to get long, and these guys, we believe in 3 pillars. Number 1, be unselfish. Care more about your teammate, care more about the people you're playing with and the people you're playing for and all that than you do about yourself. And that's our first deal. We say get better every day and do the little things right. But the first thing is be unselfish. And these guys really, really epitomize that. They like each other. They play hard for each other. They push each other. They get on each other. But they have each other's back. That's why I'm very, very excited about this year's football team. We've got enough ability and talent to be able to accomplish all of our goals. And they care about each other, which means that there's nothing out there that we can't reach. We went a certain degree last year, and this group really has a chance to take that a step further. We open up against Kansas State, where I don't know if y'all read the press release. It was in the last 2 days. Alabama's ranked number 1. Kansas State's ranked number 20 in that same poll. They're one of the top teams in the nation at any level. And we get to open up at their place here in about 10 days. That's something that we're very, very excited about. We're looking forward to it. It's a great challenge, but with great challenge comes great opportunity. We have a great home schedule this year. Would like to invite you guys out. We play Southeastern at home on September the 16th, followed by an open date, and then September the 30th, Sam Houston State comes to town. We have Stephen F. Austin coming to town. We've got a really, really good home schedule. Thank you for all of your support and all that you do for our program. Your support is the nutrition center that was bought with money through donations was a big reason that I believe that we went as deep as we went in the playoffs last year. Our guys stayed healthier, we stayed stronger, and that helped push us through deep into the season. So everything that you're doing for us is very much appreciated. Thank you for all that you do, and Bear Claws up.